Here we go. Dave McAdam, Cultivation Editor at High Canada Magazine. Glad you're here with us today. So in this special episode, we're going to try and dispel the myths surrounding white ash and cannabis quality. We've all debated this one. There's been a lot of debate and talk lately about the correlation between white ash in a joint and the quality of the cannabis within. So as a long-time cannabis smoker enthusiast, I'm here to drop some science facts on it. There's a prevailing belief among cannabis enthusiasts that the color of the ash left behind after combustion is a reliable indicator of the quality of the cannabis. However, scientific evidence tends to disagree. They claim that the color of the ash has little to do with the cannabis quality. Instead, factors such as, the soil quality, mineral content, nutrient usage during cultivation, they play a significant role. That makes sense in determining the color of the ash. This podcast will talk about the chemical processes of combustion and debunk the unsupported claims surrounding white ash and the cannabis quality. So here we go. Drop a little science on you. Did some book learning. Okay, when cannabis combusts, a complex chemical reaction occurs. Carbon-based compounds, such as those found in plants, the weed we're smoking, undergo combustion, resulting in the release of heat, light, and various byproducts. During this process, the carbon compounds oxidize, combining with oxygen in the air to produce carbon dioxide. We all know that one, water vapor, and the ash residue. Okay, so understanding what's in the ash, I think that's important. Ash consists of the non-combustible elements and minerals present in the plant while it's growing, right? So these minerals are absorbed from the soil during the growth process, makes sense. Accumulate in the plant material. When the cannabis burns then, these materials in the plant material also burn, contributing to, the combustion and the color of the ash. So, that makes sense. I'll go with that one. So, contrary to popular belief, the color of the ash left behind has no direct correlation to the cannabis potency or the quality. The color primarily depends on the trace minerals left behind, present in the plant and the soil. For instance, cannabis grown in soils rich in calcium, magnesium, potassium tends to produce a white ash, right? So that's a lot of the programs out there have. Other factors influence the color, may include, specific nutrients that you're using, during cultivation. Nutrients high in magnesium, such as Epsom salts, people use them still, enhance plant growth and can contribute to white ash. So however, though, these factors are unrelated to the overall quality of the cannabis being consumed. Well, I'll go with that. So to evaluate cannabis quality, to determine the quality of cannabis, there are numerous other factors that I think come into play, that are significant. These factors include, the strains, the genetics, the cultivation techniques, the process, the amount of THC, as well as several others, terpene profiles, they all influence, the aroma, they all influence the effect. Consumers, that are experiencing it, white ash is not a meaningful insight for all these important considerations, so there's a lot to think about. So what we're saying, I guess, is we believe that the color of the ash in combustion in cannabis represents quality is not supported by scientific evidence. I looked. The white color of the ash often arises from the presence of, like I said, specific minerals absorbed in the soil, or the use of particular nutrient supplements, during cultivation. Cannabis enthusiasts and consumers should rely on a more reliable indicators, but of qualities such as strain genetics, cultivation techniques, like I said, in the presence of the cannabinoids and the terpenes you want. And, by dispelling this myth, we can better appreciate and understand, the complex factors that contribute to the overall cannabis consumption or experience. So, that's what the science says. I don't, I believe science, but, I still like a white ash. You got anything to say? Give me your views, whatever. Feel free to hit me up.